Cool, man. All right. Always got to give that few second pause for the to take out the weird background noise for the recording. So if I forget to do it, I'm like, I can't find the nice, and it kind of screws up the voice. Anyway, so technology and getting old and trying to stay current. But welcome back to the show, Therapy Unzipped.
Therapy Unzipped.
Tom, this is my friend Brett.
And Tom, you may be getting older, but I am not.
What's the stuff? Do you have the secret sauce to do that?
Just refuse to get older.
Can I put refuse? Can I put it on my pasta? I refuse to get older. All right, let's decree right now.
Not getting older.
Yeah.
Someone says, "When's your birthday?" I'm like, I don't do that anymore.
No more birthdays. I'm not.
I don't do that anymore.
You're not celebrating birthdays? No, I'm not having them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not getting older.
I'm gonna be this age forever. That's all right. Age is just a number. Don't care.
It doesn't matter, right? It's just today.
It's how you feel.
Yeah.
And we had a brutal workout this morning.
It was really good.
It was a great one.
Yeah.
I walked up your driveway and saw them 75-pound dumbbells sitting there. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
That's a whole lot of rubber.
That's a big old bunch of rubber. We had the 75s, the 60s, the 50, the 40s out.
Right. But it was good.
60-pound bag, hammer. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good workout.
Big changes for us, especially regarding our podcast. We're still going to be doing the podcast,
right?
But we're going to be more remote. So we're not going to be together physically, but we'll be doing it on Zoom and then going live on TikTok. So I haven't figured out the configuration to make it work to go live on TikTok. So it'll be live on YouTube. Is that what I said? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah, something like that. We'll figure it out. If you're interested, you'll find us.
There'll be some clips, of course, on TikTok moving forward, but we'll do these live sessions on YouTube because that works with Zoom. And we'll still have the Therapy Unzipped podcast, of course. That'll be wherever you listen to podcasts. But moving forward, just slight changes. But we still have our Top Sand community. We've got, the YouTube channel, which is Suggestible Mind, which is my channel, but it's got therapy stuff. We'll have some exercise stuff on it. I have this, our podcasting stuff on there, and whatever you guys are needing, whatever you're looking for. So should probably pull up the live on here so I can see if there's any comments. My phone is all the way over there.
Yeah.
Happy.
Let us know what you'd like.
Celebration.
Sold my house, bought a new house, moving an hour away.
Right. So. Bittersweet, because change is good, pushing forward the next chapter of your life. And how long has it been? 4 years, 5 years doing this together, working out in the mornings? And
we've been, in January of this year was 5 years. We've been doing daily, Monday through Friday workouts, mostly Monday through Friday workouts for 5 years. So five and a half years.
It's been great, man. It's been fantastic. So we'll have to still get together to do workout here and there, We'll come up there, do some zany workouts that people can send. Hey, give this one a shot. All right, here we go. How do I get on the live? Here we are.
And I always talk in analogies. I just love it. It's like, change is hard. I mean, change is not an easy thing for anybody. But the way I look at life is my life is a book, right? And I'm ending a great chapter in my life.
Yeah.
And it was a great chapter.
It was a great chapter.
And I'm going to miss it. And, like you're reading a book, you're flipping through your book and get through a great chapter and it's over and you're like, dang. But then the next chapter's going and you have another chapter. It's not the end of the book yet.
Right.
It's just the end of the chapter.
Yeah. So I'm eager to see what great things will become for you moving forward. And then, of course, our mutual things together and indestructible friendship. So
for sure.
Today's topic is to never give up.
Never give up.
And I love that. I love that whole concept. Now, of course, in therapy, we talk about cognitive distortions, and maybe we should do an episode just on those alone. But cognitive distortion, errors in our thinking. One is using absolutes. I'm never going to fix myself or get any help or feel any better. Men are always pigs, right? Oh, and those absolutes. So even though never give up is an absolute, and you should never use absolutes. But
Except that one.
except that one.
That's the exception to the rule.
So there's always exceptions to it, but I like that never give up kind of mentality. And I wanted to share a story. Of course, we don't really talk about clients, but I feel like this is kind of pertinent. And I'm not going to share any confidential information, of course, but this helps to illustrate that never give up type of mentality. And when I look back on the course of in the field of mental health, my private practice has been only like a quarter of that, but the 22 some odd years, 23 years or whatever in the field, I never remember a time where I didn't try with a client. Clients have given up on the therapeutic process, or they've given up on me, or they moved on, or timing and fit. You talk about that a lot, timing and fit. But I don't recall a time where I ever was just like, I'm going to give up. Even if we talk, therapist to therapist about, I can't feel like I'm reaching this person, whatever, we discuss that. Maybe we got to find a different way, but I've always tried. And so I needed a kick in the face one day. So I've been seeing this client every week. I mean, there's been some missed weeks
Right.
because of, whatever, holidays or time off or things like that. But virtually every week since I opened the practice,
Wow.
And this person has had a host of medical challenges, some medical kind of mysteries, and really kind of been failed by the medical community, unfortunately. I mean, despite her attempts at trying to discover and treat or fix or cure or whatever these things. And of course, as you can imagine, having some pretty severe medical issues that really impair your ability to function and that have gotten worse, it leads to tremendous amounts of anxiety, fear, depression. Things are not going to get better. And so that's what I've been attempting to treat over the years. And I've opened and unfurled my toolbox of stuff. I've tried almost every single intervention, technique, word choice. I mean, from CBT to DBT to EMDR to mindfulness to meditation to hypnosis. I mean, and I'm, sort of the guru of meditation and peace and harmony and that. And, a lot of people get value from that, also happen to be a massage therapist, so I know about relaxation and what that takes. And despite the many years of us meeting once a week, in person at first and then also over the phone, I was getting to a place where I was feeling like I was inadequate. Like there's something that I'm not doing. And I was researching different techniques and trying new things. And I just felt like I wasn't providing value to my client. And at one point, this was, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, I illustrated that to the client. And I said, I can't remember exactly what was said, but, I feel like I'm not valuable. I feel like things have been getting worse and I haven't been able to manage the symptoms. The techniques and interventions have been kind of hit or miss, lackluster, and I wasn't saying I wanted to stop seeing her, but that I didn't feel like, is there anything else I could do that could provide more value? And in turn, after so many years with a client, she probably knows the whole host of my challenges. I probably should have paid her for sessions, some of them. And she gave me this beautiful speech after me illustrating that I felt like I wasn't providing value or was inadequate. And I can't do it justice, but I wanted to capture some of the major ideas from that. One, I have always been reliable. I've always been there for sessions. I've been there to address text messages. I've been there to talk on the phone, spot, throughout the week whenever I had a break if she needed. Two, you have not judged me. Like, no matter what, you've been the one person in my life that has been reliable and has not judged me. And three, and this is the major concept that really struck me very deeply. You've never given up on me. You're the one person in my life. My family has given up on me, my friends, my coworkers, bosses,
Wow.
like boyfriends, all these people in my life have given up on me, or they've judged me, or they weren't reliable or dependable. And you've been that person who has been all three of
Wow.
those things. And it really like got to me because I was measuring it in a totally different way. I was measuring it treatment goals. Have I reduced the symptoms for this person? And I have not. Therefore, I've been a complete failure. And her speech was like, no, dude, you haven't, because you provided these three things,
Wow.
and they are immeasurable. They
Right.
are, priceless.
Right.
And so that concept of never giving up, even if you fail time and time again, to keep trying, because you don't realize the value that you're providing for somebody else, or especially for yourself.
Right. That's a great story.
Yeah.
And, the whole concept of never giving up. I mean, I remember times in my life where, I was on a work trajectory, whatever, and I was in way over my head early in my career. And I would, I was 32. I had my first CEO job, and 2 months into the job, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're hosting an event where you're emceeing for 1,000 people." And like I had to like speak in front of 1,000 people for like hours.
Yeah.
Like introduce other people and do this and do speeches and blah blah blah. And I'm like, and just freaking out on the inside, right?
Yeah.
And it's just the whole point is just show up, right? 90. What do they say? 90% of the is just showing up.
Yeah.
And you know what? I showed up and I wasn't perfect, but it was great and everyone had a good time and everyone was complimentary and you just do it. You just
Right.
show up and you just go time and time again. And other points I remember in my life, it's like, I do not want to do this today. I get up in the morning and go, I cannot believe the day I have. I
Right.
do not want. Maybe maybe I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
And it's just get your butt out of bed, get in the shower, clean yourself up, just show up. And,
Yeah.
and it's always worked out well. So the whole point is sometimes you don't want to do it and you just got to show up. Just don't give up.
Yeah. Amanda. Hi, Amanda. She's in here. She says, thank you, Tom.
Good morning,
Thank
Amanda.
you. Just show up, never give up, just keep trying, keep pushing forward. And even if you fail time and time again, just absolutely keep trying. Keep trying different techniques, keep trying different diets, whatever, different workouts.
Something's going to click at some point. And I know this is a real kind of hokey example, but what did they say, Thomas Edison, when they said, you failed so many times, of inventing a light bulb, he's like, no, I just found 90 ways that a light bulb shouldn't work.
Right. Yeah.
It's all about just how you look at stuff and just keep showing up. And he kept trying. I mean,
Sure.
Imagine if he didn't keep at it.
It's always a win, like even if you lose, even if you fail, you've learned something about that. Okay.
The lessons you learn in life are from your failures, not from your successes.
Absolutely. Because if you win, if you are successful, then like you already had the stuff to accomplish that. So what have you gained? You haven't gained anything.
No. When you fail, it's like, oh, okay. Why did I fail? How did that work? What were my miscalculations? What did I didn't think of?
Right.
What would I do different the next time?
Exactly.
You learn from your failures.
Yeah.
And you talk to any successful person and, you read, biographies or whatever of very, successful people, and they'll say the same thing over and over again. It was all of those failures that I had that taught me.
Yeah. You think about it when in psychology, we talk about the power of the mind over matter. And I know there are certain instances where that just it's not applicable because there's a real struggle or problem. But there's a lot of things that you can push forward with your mind for. And I learned early on in the military, in the Marines, where you mentally you feel like, I can't do it. I can't go one more step. I can't push one more thing. I can't keep up, whatever. And if you really like get your mindset right, you discover you can do more than you think you can do.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, you can push yourself. I mean, that client that I was talking about, she despite the adversity, despite the medical maladies, continues to get up, continues to do things for her family, to go to work, and deal with the public, which you and I know can be.
Oh, they're so lovely. People. I used to like them, and then they became way too
Yeah.
people-y.
And sometimes coworkers can be that way too.
Everybody has potential.
Yeah. But continues to push forward. So one of the most courageous people that I know. But I admire that. It's just sucky that there's a lot of people we come across, clients, that we have to remind them of the things that they are doing and the things that they are doing well.
Right.
Because they focus on the things that are not going well in their life. They focus on the things that they're not doing well.
Right. For sure.
So anyway.
Great story. Never give up. Just show up.
Yeah.
And do your 5 basic things, Tom.
Tell me what those are again.
So the definition of a happy life is not the absence of adversity, right? That's not going to happen to anybody. We all have adversity in your life. The definition of a happy life is being resilient to manage the adversity that comes at you. And how do you build your resiliency, Tom? Some of it is just your fortitude. Some of it you're born with. Some of it you just show up for.
Yeah.
But to build, and what we say is, happy resiliency just comes from feeling okay, feeling good. And what are 5 things that can help you build resiliency and feel good? Is decent sleep hygiene. If there's any magic to mental health, sleep. Sleep. Some decent food, some good nutrition. You don't have to follow a specific diet, but don't eat a bunch of garbage all the time. Hydration, particularly we live in South Florida, you got to stay hydrated. Your body needs the fluids. You got to follow some kind of basic schedule, right? Your brain can't just aimlessly meander throughout the day. You got to have a basic, this is what I'm doing today. And then 5 is some form of exercise.
Some form.
You got to walk, do whatever it is that, interests you. Go for a hike, go for a walk, play some golf, whatever, ride your bike, whatever, lift some weights.
And these are just the basics.
If you do these 5 basic things every day, you are setting yourself up to be as resilient as possible to manage the adversity that comes at you.
Gets you more than halfway there.
Yeah, the other half, we all got crap in our life. So we go to therapy for it. We talk with our friends. We do other things to build our resiliency. Mm-hmm. We find a job that we don't hate. we find friends that support us. We develop relationships with other people that make us feel good.
Yeah.
So those other things will help build your resiliency. But the 5 things you can do for yourself are just what we talked about.
And if you are trying and you've been unsuccessful, even if it's been for years, and you keep trying, to keep doing this, we need to find a way to tweak that a little bit. Right. And you have this beautiful opportunity to try a new direction. If you're trying to get over that particular wall, and you find that there's nobody there to help you, to keep with that analogy, to help boost you up over the wall, then you have to figure out, well, what do I have available to me? Right. Are there ropes, climbing gear? Can I go around the wall? Mm-hmm. Should I go left? Should I go right?
Get a shovel, dig under the wall.
Right. Yeah. We have to figure out how to tweak that so that you can get to the other side.
In packing up my house, I found a few sticks of dynamite. So you want to blow up that wall and go through it?
It's some dynamite. Blow that up, You can be like the Kool-Aid guy, remember?
Exactly. Hey, yeah. Hey, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what we do.
Yeah. Talk about an experience moving. I've been in this house for 8 years.
Yeah.
So tearing apart 8 years of stuff, putting it in a box, and getting ready to put it in a different place is an interesting. Moving is such a thing.
Yeah. You look at how much shit we acquire over the years.
And I am not a accumulator. I try to get rid of so much stuff. And I think I'm good, probably better than most at not accumulating stuff. But even I have way too much stuff. I threw away probably 50 t-shirts. Or donated them.
Amanda said, you're going to have to pay me royalties if y'all keep talking about me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you downed it out. I was keeping it confidential. Okay. Well, thank you again. I appreciate you. And then we have our other friend, Nelian, Tommy. Yeah, Tom. What's up, man? What's up? Good to see you. Glad that you're here. We're doing pretty good today. He asked how y'all doing today. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
We're doing really well. We had a great workout. Got great sleep last night.
I slept on the ground because my mattress is gone. But...
Tai Chi style, Kung Fu style.
Yeah. Grasshopper.
So we're already partway there. Let's see. I mean, I have at least 50 ounces of water before I even come to work. So there were days where I was having 64 or half gallon, and man, it's just you gotta pee a lot.
What goes in must come out.
Yeah. Some of those early morning sessions when I was doing the whole gallon of water per day was like I'd get to 35 minutes and I'm like, I'm going to pee myself.
Yeah, I got to go.
There was a handful of sessions where I was like, just excuse me real quick. I'll be right back. Right. That's a little too much. Right. But anyway, boys, that's fan flipping tastic. How you doing? Happy you're doing well. Yeah. Fan flipping tastic. What you're saying? Super fantastic?
Super fantastic.
Yeah.
Whenever anyone asks me how I'm doing, I'm always super fantastic.
Super fantastic.
And they're like, really? Why? And I'm like, why not?
Why not? It's a choice, right?
It's a choice.
I guess.
I'm super fantastic every day.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm super fantastic.
So no matter what happens, no matter what adversity you're facing, no matter what challenges, no matter how many times you failed at something, please never give up. Keep trying or find a different way to accomplish that. So there are times, and we do this as therapists, we need to clarify what our actual goals are. And if what we're doing is not working, in order to achieve that same goal, we have to find a different way. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
Yep.
That's still never giving up.
Right.
Just because you're not doing that same thing, like if your goal is weight loss and you're trying to lose weight by eating a dozen donuts a day, and that's not working, I'll never give up. We got to keep eating the donuts. No, we got to clarify, okay, what's the goal? I want to lose fat. All right, well, is eating a dozen donuts a day helping you achieve that?
Fried sugar.
No. Probably. So let's find a different way, If you love donuts and that's your jam, then okay, maybe what?
Maybe exercise more.
Can we dial it down to one donut a day or one donut a week?
One donut? How can you? It's like it's like eating one potato chip. How does that? It can't eat just one.
Once you open the bag, it's time to eat.
That's why I don't eat donuts, because I love them. Yeah. And if I eat one, I'll want 2 or 3. So you know what? I just don't eat them.
You just don't eat them.
I swear I have like one donut a year.
Yeah. Well, you still have a donut.
No, yeah.
I love the Boston cream donuts, man. That's my
apple fritters.
Oh. Apple fritters, that's for you. Yeah.
That's my dream.
I mean, there was another client yesterday, and she's been eating healthy. We're focusing on eating healthy. And this is probably going to get us kicked off of the kids' TikTok or whatever. But she was like, if that's my life, just eating this healthy shit like salads and, boiled chicken breasts, then what's the fucking point?
I
was like, you're right.
Point, right?
I was like, there isn't a point. I mean, making healthy choices most of the time,
right?
The best, but you got to eat some,
You got to have a taco. You got to have a pizza.
You got to have pasta. You got to have donuts. You got to have pizza.
A donut. All right. Not every day.
For Christ's sake, for crying out loud.
Crying out. What? Food is life.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest challenge when it comes to food addictions. Yeah. Is that you have to eat. Right. Like the other addictions, nicotine, alcohol, amphetamines,
your body can live without.
Opiates. You don't need those to survive, but you need food to survive.
Right.
And when you really think about it, and a lot of you have probably heard this before, the middle aisles of the grocery store, all shit. It's all crap. Mm-hmm. We have no business eating any of that.
Shop the perimeter.
Yeah. But we know this, but I still go into the middle. You need those chips, man.
Damn chips.
Those damn chips. They get me every time.
Well, Tom, it was a great day.
It was a great day and bittersweet day.
Yeah.
We had a couple more comments from Neilion. Oh, I appreciate you responding to giving me your feedback. Thank you. Always here for you guys, here to help.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to be on YouTube Live moving forward, of course, you got a Suggestible Mind on that YouTube channel. And of course, anywhere you listen to podcasts, please feel free to make comments and give us questions that we'll tackle on the show. You can send them to questions@therapyonzip.com. Amanda had said, Neilian means a lot. Seriously, I'm honored and thankful for you. We are honored to have you and to
Absolutely.
that's what we want to be of service to other people. This isn't about us. Contrary to popular belief,
we
don't
could
like
do this
ourselves
without
talk.
the cameras and stuff, and we would do this without the cameras.
Totally, yeah. And Amanda says sometimes there aren't goals, just maintenance.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
For sure. You know that I need to at least do these things in order to just make it through today, in order to just be okay. You know.
For sure.
Thank you very much for this. Thank you for today.
Thank you.
Thank you for the past 5 years of
5 years
doing the workouts, and we'll see how this progresses doing the show via the Zoom, YouTube stuff.
Something format.
Yeah, and if I can figure out how to do the lives on TikTok, maybe I need a PC or something like that. We'll do it that way. It's like how Zoom automatically sends it to YouTube. Or Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook.
No, not on Facebook.
So anyway,
we'll figure it out. Stay tuned.
But thank you guys. Thank you to Amanda. Thank you to Neilian for being here. Thanks everybody else who was in here and got value from this. And if there's anything we can do for you guys moving forward, please let us know. Send your questions, comments, questions@therapyonzipped.com.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. See you next week.
All righty.
Oh man, I was having some problems with this damn iPad today.
My stomach is rumbling.
There's a rumbly in my tumbly. See you guys.